Hi and hello to everyone. In this video, we are going to see the logic gates. Under this, under the logic gates, I will be explaining the basic logic gates, what are the universal gates, and how to analyze a given digital circuit, and what is a truth table, and what is the IC number for a given basic gates. Welcome to the lecture. So what is a digital circuit? In digital circuit, the input can be input or output can be only of two levels. Okay, we can say this logic 0 or logic 1, right? So logic 0 can be only two levels, means it can be either false or true, off or on, low or high, no or yes, open switch or close switch. These are the analogy or equivalent of logic 0 and logic 1. Okay, so input can be either logic 0 or logic 1. Similarly, output can be either logic 0 or logic 1. Okay, in most of the digital circuit design, we know the input and output relation. Okay, this is given by the truth table. Okay, if you take this table, A and B are the inputs, X is the output. So we have two inputs. So A can be 0 or 1. Similarly, B can be 0 or 1. So what is the total possibility? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So four possibilities are there. Okay, output, if it is 0 0, output should be 1. If it is A is 1, B is 0, output is 1. For other two cases it is 0. So if this is the condition, okay, we have to implement the digital circuit. Okay, let's look at the another condition. Here we have three inputs A, B, C. Since we have three inputs, 8 combinations are possible for the inputs. Okay, A, B, C, all can be 0 or 0 0 1 or up to all can be 1. So 8 possibilities. For two inputs we have 4 possibilities. For three inputs we have 8 possibilities. Okay, in this, when the output is 1, when A is 0, B is 0, C is 1, in that case output is 1. Similarly, when A is 0, B is 1, C is 0, output is 1. And the last case is when A is 1, B is 1, C is 1, output is 1. Okay, if someone has given this truth table to us, our objective is to implement this using digital circuit. This is some sample example. Okay, similarly for 4 inputs, another truth table is given. So A, B, C, D are the inputs, X is the output. Okay, for how many cases output is 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 combinations of input, output is 1. Okay, so I can generally define that for n inputs, there are 2 power n possible input combination. Possible input combination. Okay, that's what we have seen here. For n equal to 2, we have 4 combination. N equal to 3, we have 8 combination. N equal to 4, we have 16 combination. Okay, this is what made the question mark. This question mark is our digital circuit. We know the input, we know the output. For this given relation, our objective is to implement the circuit. This circuit is called digital circuit. Why it is called digital circuit? Because A and B can be 0 or 1. Similarly, X can be 0 or 1. So the input is also digital, output is also digital. So it is implemented using digital circuit. Next we will see the basic gates one by one. First gate is our OR gate. OR gate, the symbol of it can be 2 input OR gate or 3 input OR gate. The symbol of OR gate is given as this. Okay, you can see the symbol of OR gate is a curved and we have this symbol. It is implemented, it is indicated by the plus symbol. We should not say plus. If we have to pronounce it like X equal to A or B, this plus is pronounced as R. Okay, so X equal to A or B. Don't say plus A or B is the way you have to say. Okay, so for OR gate, the combination is the input is A, both are 0, it is 0. When any one of the input is 1, the output is 1. Okay, A is 1, B is 1 means output is 1. Even A is 1, B output is 1. When B is 1, output is 1. Okay, this is the truth table for OR gate, 2 input OR gate. I can extend this for 3 input OR gate. For 3 input, A, B, C are the inputs, X is the output, it is represented by A or B or C. Right? When one of the input is 1, output is 1. Okay, here C is 1, so output is 1, B is 1, output is 1, here B and C are 1, 1. Okay, we can say when all the input is 0, only the output is 0. Now we'll see an example. right? So this is a 3 input OR gate I have taken. I have drawn the waveform for A, B and C. Okay, so we can see that A can be 0 or 1, similarly B can be 0 or 1, C can be also 0 or 1. Okay, what is the output? If you look at this time all are 0, so the output is 0. So between these two times the output is 1. Here A is 1, B is 0, C is also 0. Since A is 1, output is 1. Similarly, here A is 1, B is 1, C is 0, so output is 1. Okay, so for a given input A, B, C, so this is the output. Right? So if you look at this time interval, here A is 0, B is 0, C is 0, so the output is 0. If you look here, A is 0, B is 1, C is 0. So since B is 1, the output is 1. Okay, if you can see, you can understand by yourself. For a given A, B, C, what is the output? This is based on the waveform. Okay, waveform is nothing but 0 or 1 I am going to draw in the form of square waves. 1 means high level, 0 means low level. Okay. Next we will move into the AND gate. First we will start with the 2 input AND gate. This is the symbol for AND gate. Okay, this is a straight line and we have a curve. It is represented by x equal to A into B. People say, don't say into A and B. A and B. When both the inputs are 1 only, output is 1. When A is 1, B is 1, then only the output is 1. Then for other cases, it is 0. Okay. Similarly, for 3 input AND gate, since we have 3 inputs, 8 combinations are there. When all are 1, the output is 1. When one of the input is 0, output is 0. When one of the input, if you take A, B, C, any one is 0 means output is 0. When all are 1, the output is 1. So for 3 input is equal to A and B and C. X equal to A and B and C. Now look at this example. I have a 2 input AND gate. Input is A and B. Input A waveform is given. Input B waveform is given. The question is, what is the waveform for X? Okay. So we can see when both are 1, when A is 1, B is 0. So the output is 0. If you take here, A is 1, B is 1, the output is 1. A is 1, B is 1, output is 1. A is 1, B is 1, output is 1. For other cases, here A is 1, B is 0, so the output is 0. Here A is 0, B is 0, so here 0. Here A is 1, B is 0, so the output is 0. Okay. Okay, right? It's just like I can say easy to remember is just you multiply. Okay, if you multiply 1 and 1, the output is 1, right? High and high, the output is high. So A and B, here A and B and C. This is your AND gate. Next we move into the NOT gate. NOT gate is also called as inverter gate or inverting gate. This is the truth table. What is the inversion operation? If the input is 0, output is 1. If the input is 1, output is 0. Okay, it is represented by the symbol, this triangle and this bubble. This bubble indicates the inversion operation. This bubble indicates the inversion operation. This is called NOT gate. This is the symbol of NOT gate. If the input is A, output X equal to A bar. Bar indicates complement. Okay, this symbol A bar. This bar indicates complement. Complement means what is the meaning? If it is 1, it is 0. If it is 0, output is 1. That is called complement. Alright. So if you look at this example, if the input is A is given, what is the output? Whenever it is 0, it is 1. Whenever it is 1, it is 0. Whenever it is 0, it is 1. Whenever it is 1, it is 0. Okay, it is inverted. A and X are inverted. If this is the A is input, X is the output. It is inverted or complemented. Other name is complemented. Complementing gate. Okay, so in short, if I want to summarize everything, I can say OR gate, AND gate and NOT gate. A or 0 or 0 is 0, 0 or 1 is 1, 1 or 0 is 1, 1 or 1 is 1. Similarly, 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 is 1. Similarly, 0 complement is 1, 1 complement is 0. Okay, now we will see how to analyze a digital circuit. Right, so if you look at this is the circuit given. If you want to write the expression for AX output, so if the input is A, it is a NOT gate, so here it is A bar, so B is coming, so the output is A bar B, A bar B, A bar plus B, A bar plus B. Since it is an OR gate, A bar plus B. Okay, now we look at this part. Look at this circuit. Input is A and B coming to the OR gate. So the output is A plus B, and a NOT gate is there. So whole bar A plus B whole bar are complemented, entirely complemented. Now understand this circuit. It is an AND gate. Input is A B. So A and B. So this is an OR gate. So what will happen? This and this will be OR operation. So A and B plus C. Okay, now come to the last part. It is what gate? This is an OR gate. So A plus B, this is your C input. It is AND. Okay, A plus B and with C. Right. Now look at the circuit. This is a three input AND gate. The input is A, so it is A bar here. So A bar BC. A bar BC. So here it is. A is coming. This is D. This is an OR gate. So A or D. A or R can be represented with a symbol plus symbol. Okay. Then because of NOT gate, everything is complemented. We have a line over A plus D. Then these two are AND operation. So multiplied A bar BC multiplied with A plus D whole bar. Next is look at the circuit. The input is AB given to the OR gate, so it is A plus B. Again given to the AND gate, so A plus B into C. Then everything is NOT gate, so complemented. Then we have D input, so OR operation plus is coming. Then everything is multiplied with E. Okay, so this is the output, right? Now we will see how to find the input output relation using the truth table. If the circuit is given, if you want to analyze the circuit, how to do that using the truth table, right? So if the input is A, B, C, output is X. First thing we have to find the relation between the input and output. So input is A means here NOT gate, so it is A bar. B is coming, so A bar B. B is there, C is there, both are AND operation BC, and here it is added. So X is equal to, what is X? I can write X is equal to A bar B plus BC plus BC. Okay, for understanding purpose, we will start stepwise. Okay, so let me say this output is U, this is V, this is W, this is X. So what is the input A, B, C? Three inputs are there. So totally how many possibilities or how many combinations? 8 combinations. Okay, so first let me check what is U. This is the U. Okay, what is U? U equal to A bar. What is V? A bar B. What is W? B C. What is X? X is nothing but OR operation of V and W. So V plus W. Okay, first let me fill this column. U column. What is U? U is equal to A bar. What is A? This is the A values. It is complemented. 0 means 1, 0 means 1, 1 means 0. So this column is filled. Okay, next we need B. B. What is V? A bar B. Okay, A bar B. We know what is A bar. This is your A bar. This is your B. So you have to multiply these two. You have to multiply. 1 into 0 is 0. 1 into 0 is 0. 1 into 1 is 1. This column. Okay, you have to multiply these two columns. Okay. You have to multiply these two columns. This column and this column. We will be getting this. Okay, that is your AND operation of U and A bar and B, right? Then what is W? B into C. Here we are filling that what is W? We are AND operation of B and C. This is your B, this is your C. Okay, this is your B and this is your C. 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1. Likewise, we can fill the other values. Okay, next, we are going for the output column, the last column. What is the output? Output X is equal to V plus W. Okay, our X is equal to V plus V or with W or V plus W. Where is your V? So this is your V. This is your W. You have to add these two columns. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 or 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1. All operation of these two columns, fill it here. So this is the output. This is your output for the input ABC. Next we will see about the universal gates. Okay, what is a universal gates? Universal gates are your NOR and NAND gates are universal gates. Why they are called universal gates is because using universal gates, any other gate can be implemented. Any other gate means what are the gates? NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate, your XOR, XNOR gate. We will be seeing in the coming slides. Those gates can be implemented using this NAND and NOR gates. So they are called universal gates. So this is the symbol for NOR gate. Okay, this is an OR operation is there and we have a bubble. Okay, this is the NOR gate symbol. OR gate and a bubble together is called NOR. Okay, we can easily remember N stands for NOT, R stands for OR gate. So NOT and OR gate together is called NOR gate. So you know A plus B is OR and we have a complement and we have a line over there that indicates the inversion operation. It is equivalent to, what is the equivalent OR gate? This bubble can be set as the NOR gate separately. Okay, so this is A plus B and this is your NOR gate. So everything is complemented or inverted by this dash symbol. Okay. What about the truth table? It is the inversion of OR gate, right? It is an inversion of OR gate. So if you look at the truth table for an OR gate, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1. Everything is inverted means what happens? 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0, it's inverted, right? So A, B are the inputs. So this is the output for the NOR gate. Okay, so simply NOR gate is nothing but OR gate and a NOT gate is your NOR gate. Next we will see the NAND gate. So this is the symbol for NAND gate. We have a AND gate and a bubble. This bubble is nothing but the NOT gate. So AND gate is AB. This indicates complement. So AB bar. So this is your NAND gate. Right, this is the equivalent of NAND gate, this is the symbol of NAND gate, right? So A, B are the inputs means 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 are the possible combinations, and operation A, B and operation is this, already we have seen this, and everything is complemented means what happens? 0 becomes 1, it's complemented. So this is the NAND gate. Next we will see about the very important law called De Morgan's law. What is De Morgan's law states that De Morgan's law is XY and operation is complemented is equal to X complemented or operation with Y complemented. Okay, that is what we are seeing here. This is your NAND gate. XY multiplied, this bubble indicates complement. So XY complemented is equal to X bar. X is coming here, so X bar, Y bar, everything is given to the input of OR gate. So X bar plus Y bar. These two are equal. So XY whole bar is equal to X bar plus Y bar. Okay, so again this can be said as this NOT gate is represented by a simple bubble here. Okay, this bubble is here, this bubble, this not inverting gate is implemented by this bubble. This is De Morgan's first law. Similarly, a NOR gate. What is a NOR gate? XY OR operation is complemented is your NOR gate is equal to X bar and operation with Y bar. Okay, so this is your NOR gate. We know XY is coming and we are complementing. So X plus Y whole bar is equal to X bar Y bar, X bar Y bar, and they are multiplied or AND operation. These two are equal. Okay, and again this NOT gate is indicated by this bubble. This NOT gate is indicated by this bubble. This is called De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law helps in simplifying the given Boolean expression. It is used to simplify the Boolean expression. By simplifying the Boolean expression, we can reduce the number of gates. Okay, now very important thing, how to realize the NOT gate, AND gate and OR gate using NAND gate, right? Okay, if you can look here A is coming, both the inputs are connected to the same point. So here it is A, here it is A. So A into A. 0 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, so A into A is A, so A bar. So input is A, output I am getting is A bar, so this is nothing but NOT gate. This is nothing but NOT gate. Similarly, if you look here, input is A, you are giving to A and B, you are giving to a NAND gate, so output is AB whole bar, AB whole bar. Okay, again, this both are coming to both the inputs are connected to AB whole bar, and we know this is nothing but a NOT gate. Input is A, output is A bar. Here input is AB whole bar, so output will be complemented. Okay, so output will be A into B. So if you realize here, input I am giving A and B, output I am getting A into B. So this is nothing but your AND gate. This is nothing but your AND gate, A into B. Okay, now if you look at this part, input is A, both the inputs are connected to the NAND gate, two input NAND gate, so the output is A bar. Similarly, the input is B, the output is B bar. Okay, here I am giving both the inputs to the NAND gate, and this is A, we know for a NAND gate input means A bar, B bar, whole bar. Okay, so using De Morgan's, I can write this as, I can split this as A bar plus B bar. I can write it like this, right? So double complement. Double complement means what is the meaning? Two times inverted. Two times inverted. One time inverted means one complement line. Two times implementing inverted means two complement line. Two times if you are inverting, what we will get? We get the same output. Okay. So the output is A plus B. Okay. So yeah, I'm giving the input as A and B. I'm getting the output as A plus B. So this is nothing but OR gate. So if you observe this NOT gate, yeah, NOT gate or inverting gate, okay, this inverter is nothing but your NOT gate. And your AND gate and your OR gate all are implemented using your NAND gate. Okay, this is your NAND gate to implement NOT gate implemented using NAND gate. This is your AND gate implemented using your NAND gate. This is your OR gate implemented using your NAND gate. Now we are using NOR gate, how to realize? Okay, so what is NOR gate? Both the inputs are connected to the NOR gate input. So A plus A whole bar. So 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 1. So A plus A is A. So A plus A is A bar. So input is A and output I am getting as A bar. So this is nothing but your NOT gate or inverting gate. Similarly, what about the A plus B whole bar? Okay, this is your NOR gate, and next I'm using a NOR gate, but both the inputs are connected to this signal, right? So everything will be complemented, right? So here I'm giving A, I'm getting A bar. So I'm giving A plus B whole bar. So what happens? Two times complemented, bar and bar will get cancelled. So I get A plus B. So input is A, B, output is A plus B. This is nothing but your OR gate. Okay. Next, giving A, this is the same part. A means is A bar. I'm giving B means is B bar. Using De Morgan's, you are getting this. Okay, how to solve this? This is A B double bar. This is equal to A into B or A and B. Okay, so this is your NOT gate using your NOR gate, OR gate using your NOR gate, AND gate using your NOR gate. Very important, right? Okay, that's why these are called universal gates. Using these gates, I can realize these gates. Next is XOR gate. This is one of the important gate is called XOR gate. The symbol for XOR gate is this plus and circle symbol. This is the symbol for XOR gate. So XOR, now this is a notation. This is the symbol. Okay, OR gate. If we have a curve before that OR gate, this is called XOR gate. Is XOR gate symbol, right? It is represented by A bar B plus A B bar. Okay, so what I'm doing, A bar, B is coming multiplied. Here A is coming, B is coming, B bar. This is also multiplied. Then I am making OR operation. So this is the entire digital gate behind the XOR gate. This is a XOR symbol. XOR symbol should be very clear. It is nothing but OR gate, and we have a curve before. We have this symbol. Then only this is XOR gate. This is another XOR symbol. This is used in ANSI. ANSI or IEEE symbol. Okay. But in most of the textbooks, we follow only this symbol. We follow only this symbol. Okay. This we will be using only during research purpose. Okay. Now we look at the example. See what happens. XOR gate output is 1 when only either 0 or B is 1, right? Okay, when B is 1, A is 0, output is 1. Similarly, when A is 1, B is 0, output is 1. When both are 1, output is 0. When both are 0, output is 0. Okay, now this also we can see as an example. A, B are the input. So, okay, this is the gates we have. This is the A input, this is the B input. Okay, when both are 0, output is 0. When here it is 1, here it is 0, so output is 1. Both are 0, it is 0. Here it is 0, B is 1, so the output is 1. A is 1, B is 1, output is 0. A is 0, B is 1, output is 1. Okay, so this is the example. Right? When any, so I can say it is used to detect odd numbers of 1 at the input. When the input is having odd numbers of 1, odd numbers of 1 means what is the meaning? We can see how many inputs are, 2 inputs are there. How many 1 is there? Only 1 is there. Only one is there. So odd numbers of 1. So the output is 1. Similarly, we have only 1, output is 1. This concept can be extended to any number of input to XOR gate. Suppose people say 5 input XOR gate. 5 input XOR gate. Input is A, B, C, D, E. Okay, right. Input I am saying is A is 1, B is 1, C is 1, D and E is 0. Okay, what is the output? What is the output? We just check how many ones are there. 3 ones are there. 3 is an odd number. So the output is 1. Okay, now you see input is A is 1, B is 0, C, example I am giving, right? Okay, D is 0, E is 1. How many 1 is there? 1, 2, 2, 1 is there. 2 is an even number, so the output is 0. That is why I say XOR gate is used to detect odd numbers of 1s at the input. Okay, so the symbol for XOR gate is this OR gate, and we have a curve here, and this is the notation. Okay, notation means symbol, writing wise I can write it plus and circle. Okay, this indicates the XOR gate. Next we will move into XNOR gate. XNOR gate is nothing but complement of XOR gate. XOR gate is there, I am complementing. By notation wise I make a dot and circle means that is XNOR gate. Okay, so I have proved this. This you can pause the video and you can follow it up using De Morgan's. I have saw that XNOR gate expression is AB plus A bar B bar. So what I have done here, A bar B bar, then I AND operation, then A B AND operation, then I added. So this is the expression for XNOR gate. XNOR gate is nothing but complement of XOR gate, and I know this curve and this OR gate is XOR, and if I make a not bubble here, this becomes XNOR gate. Okay, XNOR gate is an inversion, right? So what happens in XOR? 0 1 means 1, 1 0 means we get 0. Here everything is inverted. So 0 0 means 1, 1 1 means 1. For other 0 1 is 0, 1 0 it is 0. So this is the truth table. This is the truth table for XNOR gate. It is just a complement of the previous XOR gate. XOR gate inversion is XNOR gate. So this is your IC, how your IC, how the pin is counted, right? This is a rough diagram. If you observe this, okay, here we have 14 pins. This we have a notch. Near the left side of the notch we have a bubble here, dot. Okay, from the small dot, that pin is the first pin. We have to go 1 to 7. From the bottom we have to come up to 14. Okay, inside this is your actual silicon on chip. Okay, actual silicon on chip. here this is other thing is the plastic casing. Here the connection is going for the each pin. Okay, so you have a notch here, so you have a dot here, so this side is the first pin. Here if you go this side 7th pin, 8th pin, this is the 14th pin. This is one package. Okay, this is another package called PLCC package. Okay, there are so many packages are there. In laboratory or educational purpose, we will be mostly using this dual inline package. This package is called dual inline package or DIP package. Next here we will be seeing the IC symbols. Okay, not IC symbols, IC pin layout, right? Pin layout, right? The important gates we know. What are the important gates we have seen? One is your AND gate, OR gate, AND gate, OR gate, and this is your NOT gate. Okay, then we are seeing about the universal gates, your NOR and NAND gate. Then other gates like XOR and XNOR. Okay, we have why this is called. We'll look at the IC numbers. That is very important, right? Okay, here this NAND gate. See, I go from the ascending order. So 7400 is your NAND gate. 7402 is your NOR gate. See, we are starting with the universal gates. Okay, then we move into NOT 4. NOT 74, NOT 4 is your NOT gate or inverting gate. Okay, then we have NOT 8 is your AND gate. Then 7432 is your OR gate. Is your OR gate. Then for XOR gate it is 7486. Then 747266 is your XNOR gate. There are so many gates. If you look at this, this is a NAND gate having 13 inputs. So that is 74133. This is not important to us. Just to say that there are many number of gates, but these gates, other than this gate, I can say 7 gates are the important gates. So you have to be very thorough with the numbers, right? So for 7400 is first we start 7400 is your NAND gate. Then we have NOR gate 7402. Then 04 is your NOT gate. 08 is your AND gate. 7432 is your OR gate. Then 7486 is your XOR. 747266 is your XNOR. Okay, then why it is called quad 2 input? Inside this IC, quad means 4. Inside this IC we have 4 AND gate, 4 OR gate. So they are called quad operation. If you look at this operation, NOT gate, we have 8 inputs, 6 inputs. That's why it's called hex. Hex, 8 sides, 8 hex. Okay. So be thorough with the IC numbers as well as the pin configuration, right? So here we have the notch dot. So here it is 1. We can count the pins 1, 2, 3, 7 up to 11, up to 14. Similarly, we have a dot here. The pin here, the dot is the first pin. Okay, and we can observe the similarities, right? Actually, always 1 and 2 are the inputs, 3 is the output. If you look this, except the NOR gate. Only for the NOR gate, 2 and 3 are the inputs, 1 is the output. Okay, this we have to be very cautious, right? This is this you cannot memorize easily. You have to understand this is quite different. This IC is quite different in terms of pin details. Okay, because for all other ICs, 1 and 2 is the input, 3 is the output, 4, 5 is the input, 6 is the output, 7 is ground VCC. Normally for a digital IC, we give VCC as 5 volt. Okay, ground means 0 volt. Right? For all ICs, 14th pin VCC. This is the 14th pin is VCC. 7th pin is ground. Okay, this is, if you change this pin, if you give 7th pin as VCC, 14th pin as ground, IC will burn, will get completely destroyed. Okay, right? So if you look the similarities, 1, 2 is the input, 3 is the output. Similarly, 4, 5 is the input, 6 is the output. Okay, See here it is quite different. 1, 2 is here, 5, 6 is the input, 4 is the output for X NOR gate. Okay, be cautious. Just remember the pin diagram. You have to work out the numbers. The IC numbers is very important. Okay, right. I hope you learned something useful from this video. Thanks for listening. Any doubts, please ask in the comment section. Jai Hind.